Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are keeping safe and healthy. My name is Abha, and today I am here to share a story with all of you. The name of the story is The Fish Rain. Once upon a time, there was a farmer. His name was Gary, and Gary lived in a very small village with his wife named Katie. One day, while Gary was digging his fields, his shovel actually hit something really hard. Gary was astonished. He wondered what could it be? What could be there hidden beneath his fields? Then he removed the soil and he found that there was a pot filled with golden coins. Gary was amazed and he was filled with joy. Instantly, he thought how happy Katie would be when she comes to know that he found a pot of gold in his fields. But then at the same moment, he recalled what a gossip queen Katie was. If she knew about this secret, she would go all around the village and tell everyone, "Hey, we found a pot of gold in our farm." No, that was a very bad idea, Gary thought. And he hid the golden pot with soil again and walked back home. That day when he returned home, Katie asked him, "How come you're back home so early today?" So Gary said, "Well, I did not have enough work today at farm. I'm really hungry. Please serve me food." After Gary had eaten his dinner, he thought of a plan. And actually, he thought that it was not safe to leave the pot of gold in the farm. It would be better if he got it back home. So he told Katie that he was going out for a while, but he would be back home soon. Gary walked to the market and he purchased some fish. Then he went to his farm and he scattered the fish all over his fields. When he returned back home, he noticed that Katie was sleeping. He woke her up and said, "Katie, come with me. I have something to show you." Katie said, "Not right now. It's almost the middle of the night. Let me sleep. We can go tomorrow morning." But Gary was adamant. He told her to come with him instantly. Katie followed him in a half sleep. The moment she reached the farm, she was surprised. She saw fish scattered all over the fields. She asked, "What is this?" So then Gary told her, "Well, you know what? There was a fish rain in our field." Fish rain? Yes, fish rain. Isn't this magical? And I'm pretty sure that these fishes will change our fortune. And you know what? I have actually kept some of the fish in a pot. And I plan of taking it home, but it's very heavy. I really need your help to pick it up and take it back home. In no time, Katie and Gary picked up the pot and brought it back home. The next morning, Gary woke up early and he hid the pot of gold in his garden. He dug a deep hole and then he kept the pot inside and covered it up with lots and lots of mud. At the same moment, Katie woke up and went to Gary and she asked, "Gary, where did you keep that pot?" Pot? What pot? "Well, I remember very well. We had went to the field and we did get a pot, right?" So Gary ignored her. He said, "No, I think you were dreaming." Now, at that moment, Katie became really agitated and she asked in a louder voice. When Katie's voice became louder, the neighbors around them came out of their houses and asked Katie, "Pot? What pot? Did you get some gold? Did you get a treasure pot? Did you find some jewels in it?" So then Katie said, "No, no, no. We got a pot of fish. You know what? There was fish rain in our fields, and these fishes will definitely change our fortunes." The moment the people heard what Katie said, they all started to giggle and they started to laugh, declaring that Katie had completely gone mad. And they thought that they had actually wasted their time coming and asking about the pot. They all returned back to their houses. Katie turned around to Gary and asked, "Will you say something now?" Gary smiled and said, "Katie, I did tell you that you were dreaming. Let's not waste any more time now. Let's go inside and prepare breakfast." Upset, Katie turned around and went inside. In the meanwhile, Gary thought to himself that indeed this was a very, very wise step that he had taken. A secret should always remain a secret. When it is about a successful plan, it should not be told or it should not be shared with everyone, because you never know how the people around you will actually accept it. Thank you so much.